So let's welcome Wong. Hi, can you hear me?
Hello, Serena. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Hi, Wong. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you, Serena. And it's my
That's great.
presentation slide on
Yeah,
the
I
screen
can
right now.
perfectly see your slides, so you can start your presentation now. Good luck. Stage is all yours.
Thank you. Good day,
Thank.
everyone. And thank you again, Platinum Global Solutions, for giving us this platform today. I'm honored to be here with you. And my name is Miin from the HP Indigo Business Development and Alliances Lead in Asia Pac for our graphic business. So today I'm going to share an idea on how we can connect brands, sustainability success with digital printing. We have heard from the earlier speakers on the disruption of supply chain. And so the COVID pandemic crisis has revealed the fragility of the modern supply chain, which is more centralized. We see businesses shifting to print on demand, ordering smaller volume more frequently with multiple SKUs moving to printing locally. So in the pandemic, brands needed to respond fast to increasing demands of products, and just-in-time printing enable those brands agility and flexibility, reducing carbon footprint of transportation, waste, inventory, and logistics became a goal of brands, converters, and others. So moving from offshore to onshore, not only from supply chain perspective, but also from a sustainability perspective as well. It is a concern with this topic, sustainability. So most brands already had bold statements regarding the sustainability transformation. Consumers are the engine behind this trend. A research shows that 75% of millennials and Gen Zs only engage with brands that protect the earth by actions. So the converters are also required to reduce their footprint and reduce the impact on environment, and governments are constantly changing rules and regulations to create standards. This is what we need to do together to tackle the packaging waste emergency in our planet. Because today, out of 140 million tons of packaging we are producing globally, more than half of those go to waste. But the beauty of what we do at HP and our customers with digital print is that we can remove around 30% of packaging waste from the supply chain by developing a just-in-time supply chain solution. The secret to cutting packaging waste is to only produce what you need without creating unnecessary excess. Digital answers new production needs. Comparing it with conventional way of printing, there are zero waste and no plates are needed. So it's also quicker turnaround time. So imagine this scenario when you prepare your PowerPoint on your laptop, and when you're done, you just push the print button and you get what you see on screen printed with your home or office printer. The technology also allows color consistency and quality, and as it is on demand, that means that you do not need to keep stock, and it means inventory wastage could be reduced. But in today's world, sustainability is much more than responsible production or using the right substrate. It's also about building loyalty through brand activism, and responsibility has become very important. Brands are required to be more social to show responsibility, care for this planet, people, and the community. Because the young generations are not compromising anymore on their values and beliefs. A survey made by Wonderman showed that 85% of Gen Zs believe brand should be about something more than profit, and 80% of them believe brand should help people's life be better. The most prominent asset for brands today is a high ESG rate. From hiring to selling, all corporate branding must have a low risk to win the best talents and to sell more. So the vision in our team is to empower brands to achieve their dreams. Why do we say that? Because through our technology, we could support brands drive personalized storytelling at scale by supporting brands across the consumer journey to sustainably accelerate growth. Through digital printing, you enable personalization, and we have done a lot of research to analyze personalization as a trend. And now we know more than half Gen Z want to be part of their physically personalized experience. They want to interact with things that are personalized because they want these things to talk uniquely to them. Best of all, they are willing to pay additional 10% or more. They don't want to be part of the masses and even millennials to that extent. So we need to enhance that and give brands the ability to impact social and environmental change through personalization for good and for the better of our planet. With digital print, there are 5 things we can do. So basically, you can produce things in the same print run, but segment those things within the same print runs. For example, as strategic production for occasional-based marketing campaigns. So in the same print runs, you might target multiple occasions that are relevant to your brand or retailer-specific variations or even geolocation solutions depending on a region, on a community in the same print run. You can have a variation that is relevant to your target audience through our technology. Randomized production is about selecting a single SKU and have a variation of designs as many as you want on the SKU to tell a story to the point that you can do hyper personalization or what we call hyper customization. And that's where only HP can deliver this. And of course, we are not the only digital print solution provider in the market, but we are the only company that, first of all, have a brand's innovation platform and has a digital print software for the design community to fulfill these creative options and to create the storytelling part of a creative design point of view. On the pack, to dedicate to the software the creations of millions of graphics and stories that are completely unique and that brings a lot of value to the unique individual item because it makes it one of a kind, and that one of a kind makes it a collectible, and it adds a lot of value into that item purchased from the brand. Then to the point that you can co-create content and personalize. This is where digital print is most effective on creating user-generated content from user social media or website and celebrating that content on the pack. And of course, e-commerce is the platform to do that, and smart packaging, which is around connected, interactive experiences between the physical and the digital world. So there's quite a big menu of things you can do and we can print, and that's why we are here, to do this inspiring sharing and helping brands to create consumers experience like this. There are different ways to utilize HP digital print capabilities where you can range from mass production to hyper customization, as I mentioned. But determining which approach is right for the specific campaign is a crucial first step in any graphic solution project. Our understanding of both the brands and the technology means that our team is uniquely positioned to help find the best approach for any given campaign, considering the wide objective and the creative idea at the heart of it. HP invested long time to learn. We make a research that monitor 50 million conversation in the social media to better understand that there are 6 emotional drivers for any human beings to physically interact with a personalized item. This is one of the things that help us direct brands on how to maximize the personalized experience through digital print. As market leaders in digital printing and with our vast experience, with this tool, we see ourselves as expert in how to leverage this trend. And we'll be happy to share insights and provide this kind of service to you. The power of packaging is now being driven very strongly in many markets by what we call the rise of advertising. which is when you put your product in the center of the activities and you put the whole 360 communication campaign around it to make the idea as successful as possible. Packaging is the ad space. With the new age of deliveries, packaging can be as important as any salesperson and a highly effective way to boost sales and increase customer loyalty. Using this case study of Ecuador, we developed this idea called Flow Your Way to celebrate individuality in Denmark. They brought an influencer who is an artist there with our technology, created 3.2 million one-of-a-kind of artwork for each of these bottles, which are individually signed and numbered. But we did not stop there. We also helped them amplify that story and make it recognized in different regions, geo-localized and unique, depending on where you were in the different parts of Denmark, across different stores where we were shopping. And for the PR launch of the event, we dressed the whole museum from the inside of Copenhagen with all the bottles very nicely organized, like pieces of art, and all the imageries that the artists have created were very nicely printed across a big room in that museum to launch the campaign with the influencers and bloggers. And we gave the opportunity to print posters that were signed by the artists. So every poster was different and unique. So all this ecosystem that we helped create created a lot of anticipation from consumers in Denmark. So the moment the campaign was out there, everybody went to the stores to get their own version of Ecuador bottle because they knew that the bottles were unique and they wanted to be the first to pick up those on the shelf and to like the most of them and put it on social media to show and share with their friends. That drove about 68% more versus the year before and sales growth in the first 2 weeks of the campaign. And this campaign actually won them many innovation awards from AC Nelson. So this is the potential of what the ideas that we created. There are a lot of benefits that brands need to understand on the benefits to invest with digital print. Increase consumer engagement via personalization, speed to market, marketing for sustainability and regeneration, and driving ROI via co-creation. The ultimate objective that we pursue is to deliver sales, improve brand health matrices, and help brands achieve ROI via co-creation. Why is that? Because we have more than enough data from our Cannes Lion partnership that shows the most important marketing media after online video is packaging in connection with social media. So it's not TV or other channels, but it's packaging. And very often this media of communication is overlooked. Another recent research carried out by WOC, which is the World Advertising Research Center, on the marketing effectiveness of digitally printed packaging, in which more than 9,000 marketing campaigns were analyzed and benchmarked, highlighted that brands have the potential to double their sales marketing ROI when they utilize personalization and, most importantly, user-generated content in their packaging. You can co-create with user-generated content from social media and even with big data of a brand selling on e-commerce. You can actually play with that and serve better content to people using your products through digital print technology. So let's take a closer look at how this works out. Amarula, the well-known cream liqueur made with real marula fruit that grows exclusively in Africa. So the African elephants are integral part of Africa's heritage and culture, but it is an endangered species due to its valuable ivory. Every 15 minutes, an African elephant is hunted and killed by the ivory trade. It is estimated that just over 400,000 species remain. Amarula co-created this story with us and the agency of saving the elephants in Africa. The co-creation of the elephants on the labels was done on a website. Amarula launched the Name Them, Save Them campaign, where people could put one of 400,000 bottles, which represent the number of remaining elephants, which then got celebrated on the bottles, each with unique design and unique name of the elephant. And every time a bottle was bought, a donation was made to the NGO doing this for them. So we explain to the brand not only on the technology behind the idea, but we explain the insight of why a human being wants to interact with this brand because they have a need to help the planet. In this case, why digital print is important is because you enable consumers to express their own voice and their own support, making the world a better place, which is the most important way of engagement. And the benefit for the brand is that you build value and differentiate in the marketplace through purpose. This allowed Amarula to grow its sales by 139%. It creates a very positive social media effect and raised the awareness for the situation. So when it comes to the brand to consumer relationship through, there are many touch points where brands can inspire consumer change towards the adoption of more sustainable lifestyles. And when brands themselves can demonstrate their values directly to consumers. Mostly, this is now happening virtually. Fewer places exist where brands and humans connect meaningfully in life. So, in this respect, packaging is one of the final frontiers, a place where brands are physically in consumers' hand. The newer technology of digital printing allows brands to connect directly with individuals and create a positive impact for people and the planet, all while embedding sustainability as a comprehensive advantage for their business. In 2020, Hershey's launched a customized packaging campaign for the International Women's Day in Brazil, and 2021 extended to India. In fact, for the third year, just a few weeks ago in a row, for the third year in a row, they launched the 2022 version of the Her She packaging campaign, honoring and celebrating female talent. Started in 2020, playing off its brand name, Hershey's, turned 350,000 chocolate bars into pieces of art, showcasing work by female Brazilian artists, musicians, and illustrators. In a few days, the limited edition wrapper was sold out in supermarkets. The brand also invited women to share their own creativity in the social network. The response from consumers was huge. In less than 10 days, Hershey's achieved 1 billion impressions, about 300,000 in earned media. So out of all limited edition chocolate bars, and best of all, received 100% positive feedback from consumers. Hershey's communicates purpose in a simple and smart way through beautiful visuals and clever nameplates co-created between brand and community, using their packaging as a canvas for their brand story, and managed to grow their sales sixfold and also won 2 Cannes Lions Award for this project. So what we have done is that we have designed a 3-stage journey for brands of how you basically can adopt this digital print technology. Regarding this first pillar, digital printing is great and much more efficient for short runs. So when you want to print 1, 10, or 1,000 things of an item, it's actually cheaper and faster. So you don't have like a minimum order quantity, as I explained, and a lot of brands are just using that to launch innovation faster into the market. Actually, you can target just one city, one community, and have an idea there and put it in a couple of stores very quickly, test it, and if it works, then you scale it. Or for example, manage much better your tail and SKUs. But the secret comes here. If you grow the ability to print digitally more products in your portfolio, you're going to start unlocking other benefits like the ability to minimize packaging waste by around 30% in your supply chain and the ability to lower global warming impact by at least 65%. There is a life cycle assessment study that we did with a third party that proved that digital printing, when compared to conventional printing, and this is not just HP, is digital printing in general, allows a brand to reduce CO2 emission by at least this 65% when printing with this technology. So it can help you to achieve your sustainability goals for the coming years. Thirdly, and the most exciting aspect of this saving the best for last is this point number three, where each of you in the roles that you have can amplify sustainability messages via consumers. Why? Because in the end, as much as we love our planet, we are paid to grow our businesses. And that's a thing that we all have in common on this Zoom call. We want to increase our partners and you want to grow your sales and succeed in the market. Stories like this and is where we truly see the power of digital print. One of the things that we want to put at the service with brands and your marketers is how co-creation is driving the ROI. As you saw in the examples that digital print boosts sustainability credentials and brand reputation, whether it's preserving an endangered species or giving underrepresented communities a voice, it is through the adoption of digital print that brands can amplify their purpose on the pack, resulting in authenticity, timely and relevant campaigns, all while being more sustainable. And what we have seen from the PLL or media planning point of view is that this releases a lot of pressure to use less budget to advertise paid media, because the more you do this type of dynamic, the more people will talk about it organically and it will go viral quite fast. Actually, when we have analyzed this, we've seen that brands are saving somewhere between 10 to 20% of their paid media budget. So they put part of it on digital print or put part of it in other things, or simply they just save it because the return that brands get on earned media is around 10% to 30% increase. We think that if brands take one step forward towards the personalization and the digital experience, it will not only increase engagement and loyalty with consumers, but will be a game changer with digital print packaging, including in the marketing communication mix. So I hope this sharing will inspire you to look deeper into your own engagement with consumers from a sustainability point of view, the need for personalization via co-creation, and how by investing in the digital print packaging can help you grow your ROI. So if you need further support from us with your interaction with your consumers in this area, feel free to reach out to me or scan this QR code on the screen to get in touch. So I thank you. And now back to the host. Serena, please.
Hi, Wong. Thank you so much for your wonderful presentation, and it was really very interesting session. I'll ask the audience that if they're having any question, they can ask you in the chat or in the QA session. And thank you so much for being here. It's really an honor for us to have you here. So I'll